Kezia, you do a lot of work now on the sort of integrity of politics and how politicians are viewed.
Yes, this is the day job for me. The John Smith Centre is about defending representative democracy, making the case for politics as a force for good. So stories like this are incredibly damaging to the wider case that we're trying to make. And, in truth, we should be sceptical of our politicians. That's healthy. But it's also about the degree to which we trust them, and trust in politicians has been low since the 1930s. That's a consistent factor. But it did get substantially worse after the last economic crash and around the time of the MP's expenses scandal. And I'm not sure we can afford for public trust in politicians to fall any lower than it already is. And in truth, we've just done a study around who is particularly distrusting of their politicians. And the truth is, it's young people, those in low incomes, and women in particular, who are increasingly turning their back on traditional forms of participation. Now, I think that is the big worry, because what that does is it concentrates power in the hands of largely middle-class, middle-aged white men who look like to the country that they're operating in their own interests. And that's really at the heart of a story like this and the wider allegations of sleaze that are facing the government at the moment. This is an issue for everyone. Rebuilding faith and trust in political systems is for everybody's interest and benefit.
Here's a text from someone. The blanket denial of anything Johnson is accused of by many of his peers reminds me of the Republican Party wrapping around Trump no matter what happens, and look at how that turned out. We have to hold our politicians to a higher standard, says someone on text.